Hello, in this video let's talk about the difference quotient. So here is the graph of some function, and the difference quotient is nothing but the slope formula with different labels. So if you recall, the slope between any 2 points is m, which is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now here are 2 points, and instead of y's and x's, the horizontal axes are x, and so the first point is x, and then some distance away from it, which is the distance h, so this space is h, some distance away from it is the next point, which is called x plus h. So if this is, let's say, -2 and h is 10, then -2 plus 10 would become 8, so this may be 8 or some other point. Now for the slope formula we also need the y's, and the y is the is given by the function, which is, so for the first point it's f of x, and for the second point it's f of x plus h. So using these two, the f of x, that's your y1, the f of x plus h is our y2. So using these notations, we replace in our slope formula, the y2 becomes f of x plus h minus, that's a minus from the formula, the y1, which is now called f of x. And on the bottom we have x2. x2 is the second x number, which is x plus h, minus the first x number, which is x. Now we know that plus and minus x cancel each other off because they're the same quantities with opposite signs. And that leaves us with the formula for the difference quotient, and the formula is exactly what we have here, f of x plus h minus f of x, the whole quantity, divided by h. So this is the difference quotient formula, and it is nothing more than the slope formula modified for our graph with 2 unknown points some distance h away from each other. So now let's use this formula to find the difference quotient for the quadratic. So here is x squared. First, we need to figure out what is f of x plus h, which means we're replacing, in place of the x, we're putting in x plus h, and that makes x plus h squared. Minus, that came with a formula, the f of x, that's the original function, f of x, which is x squared, divided by h. So now we do some algebra to simplify, and we have x plus h squared, that means x plus h twice, or we can use the formula for the perfect squares to simplify it. There are other tricks to do it as well. So x times x is x to the 2, x times h is xh, h times x is xh again, and then h times h is h squared. That's the first term. Then we have minus x squared, and the whole quantity is divided by h. So here we see that the x squared plus and minus cancels off, which gives us x plus h. 1x plus h, one more x plus h, makes 2xh plus h squared, and then everything divided by h, which we can split up and reduce. 2xh over h plus h squared over h is cancelled, and we have 2x plus h, and that's the final answer for the difference of squares, for the difference quotient formula for our quadratic. And that's it for this video. If you have any questions on anything, please let me know. Thanks for your time. Thank you.